Now in this task we want to check two-dimensional array and maybe three-dimensional array, or it could be higher than that, but let's just use a two-dimensional one here. Okay, please check your lecture note, and we want to make kind of 2x2 matrix style arrays. So we just need some kind of array with number 1 and 1 is enough. But if you want to put that option base 1 in our code, then it should be looks like some array with 2 and 2, right? Okay, so let's go to developer and click Visual Basic, and let's say you could add that new subroutine here, but let's make another module here. So module number 2, and let's just type the whole code from the lecture note. So starting with option base, and our given data is 2x2 one, so to put that information in the array we need 2x2 because we have that code in there. And this one tells us is the first row first column and first row second column. So from that table we know in this array space we have to put 1000 and 1200, 1500, like that. Okay, and we also want to display that results in our message box. Okay, so this is the command to do that. But when you look at that part, you might already have that feeling before. This window is like a small, so not showing all code at the same time, right? So we want to handle that situation. Okay, so let me increase a little bit this one, and let me arrange a little bit more. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, so in our message box it states sale of CD in 2003 is, and that is surrounded by this double quotation mark. So this is a string, is a text. So it's gonna just type exactly like this, including this one space here, and you wanna put whatever the contents within that area cell, and that should be 1000. So we're expecting that much. Then the meaning of this one is kind of hitting the enter key. So within the message box you could actually carry over to the next line to state the next one. So without this command, if you're just using this ampersand and just doing this whole thing, then you have a long line, okay, in just only single line, but it's going to be really long, so it doesn't look good, right? So that's the good way to carry over to the next line in the message box, right? But that is what we want in the actual message box. But within this module, if the size of this module window is small or not big enough, then sometimes we want to carry over our commands into the next line without breaking anything or the code itself. If you really just change it, the Visual Basic program understands it's a different single lines within the code. So maybe it understands the first one, but it doesn't understand this one if you don't have this underscore there. So in the Visual Basic, the underscore means please put this line and the next line together with whatever the commands in front, right? So in the middle of your coding, you can just place this underscore to break your line of the code, right? So we have another one. So the meaning is this whole thing must be within one single message box. Okay? And within the message box, this means I need to change the line, okay, after I stated this one. So we're expecting 4 lines in that message box. Okay, that's the whole meaning of here. So these are very important 2 commands in Visual Basic, right? This is carry over to the next line in the message box command, right? And that is just really changing the line within the Visual Basic program. without breaking the code. Okay, so after we have it, let's run this, and yes, this is what we're expecting. We are going to have 4 lines, and it's just matching like this. So let's try to do something here. Let's say we forget that, so which means maybe we didn't type that underscore, or we pretend this is comment part, right? So this is how you delete that code, right? So let me just clearly state nothing in there. Okay, so let's say we forget that. Okay? Then already shows, wow, something is wrong, right? Because the message box command is only working for that much, right? So for the next line, the Visual Basic program doesn't understand what to do, right, with this ampersand in front of it. So because of this red color, we know something is wrong and missing, so you can put it in there, right? Okay, that's good. The next one is what happens if you don't put this one in there. So let me cut out that as a bit. Okay, then it says it doesn't understand this one. Okay, the meaning is this ampersand and that ampersand comes together, right? Because this underscore doesn't mean anything except just we need to put these 2 lines together. So it's same as like you just type 2 ampersands right there. Okay, so let me just delete this one too. Okay, then I believe this is okay as a Visual Basic coding. Okay. So this line, and after that, and include this one, right? But we don't have this carryover command here. Okay, so let's see what happened. Can you see that sales of CD is 1000, sales of CD in 2004 is 15. So we don't make another line for there. Okay, so definitely we need carryover stuff, but that is not enough, because then what is the meaning here? Okay, because it doesn't have the ampersand. Okay, so we need to put ampersand there, then it's going to be good.